Hello everyone, I Ritika Sharma from SY-BMS. I am here to present you the International Conference of Research Paper. I would like to request Fiza ma'am to present her research paper.
Greetings of the day. I, Assistant Professor Fiza Shaikh of BMS Department of Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College, welcomes you all. Today, I am going to present a research paper on the topic Psychological Issues Faced by the Students of Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. So, here's the introduction. Before conducting this research paper, or before choosing or selecting the topic, I found out that many students these days are facing different types of mental health issues at a very young age, and teachers spend a lot of time with students, instructing them, guiding them, and observing them, because most of the time after home, they are at college or their educational institutions. So they can act, teachers can act as a tremendous asset in spotting the mental health differences or difficulties in children. And we have found out that most typical mental health issues that students encounter are hyperactive attention deficit disorder, that is ADHD, anxiety and depression, autism spectrum disorder, conduct disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder. So these are the various types of disorders. Now I have done a primary research by collecting data from 70 students of TSDC. The data was collected by me through Google Forms. I circulated the Google Forms to various students belonging to different departments, because this has brought variety to my research paper. And in order to bring variety, I conducted this research through various departments, that is BMS, BAF, BAMMC, BSc IT, CS, Hotel Management, and BSc ID. From this data, a maximum of the responses, that is 66% of the responses, were received from the BMS department, followed by the BSc ID department, that is 17%, and so on. So my research findings are here, and the data is very interesting to know that according to my research, students of TSDC are facing certain type of psychological issues. That is 41.4% of the students responded saying that they do not face any psychological issue, and that is a kind of good news for us, that at least 41% students are not having any psychological issues in their life. When students were being questioned related to a type of psychological problems that they are facing, a maximum of 57.1% students replied saying that yes, they were facing stress. Now, this is an alarming thing for us, because the data, the figure, that is 57.1% students said that they were facing stress in their life. Then 13% of the students who responded in the survey are facing anxiety disorders. They're very anxious, they're having many anxiety disorders. And when the students were being questioned about the frequency of their issues, how frequently they face such anxiety disorders, then maximum 41.2% students said that they face this issue once in a while, not regularly, not frequently, but once in a while. Whereas 29.4% of the respondents face such issues daily, which is a very alarming thing. So 29.4% students face these issues on a daily basis, that is stress and anxiety disorders. Now 70% of the students, I asked the question as to what are the reasons through which they face these issues, like what are the actual reasons why they face such issues, and why, what is the actual cause of it. So 70% of the students face study related stress. They are stressed about their studies, exams, and so on. 30% of the students are facing family related problems. Maybe they are having different types of family issues. Because of that, they are having this stress and all. 50% of the students said that they overthink alone instead of talking to someone about their problems. Now, this is something that needs to be changed. Because if you're having some problem and you're not discussing it with anyone, you're just overthinking alone, that should not happen. But over here, 50% of the students are not discussing it with anyone and they are suffering this alone. So we teachers, we mentors have to look after this issue in order to solve the students' problems. 38% of the students discuss their problems with their friends, and this is a kind of good thing because at least they have their peers to share these issues. Now, third, well, I would like to conclude saying that students at this age are very sensitive in college, and the mental health of students in general is quite fragile. They also must be encouraged for professional care if needed. Counseling sessions, more and more counseling sessions should be provided to students. And the most important thing that comes in their lives is their parents. The parents have to be supportive with their students. And as a result, we conduct PTA meetings every third Saturday of the month, and we guide parents as well how to connect with the students as well. So teachers should also understand the problems that students face and should always be providing a helping hand for them. So with this, I would like to conclude my research paper presentation. It was nice presenting and I hope all of you have enjoyed it. Thank you for being a good listener.
Thank you, Fiza ma'am. Your research paper was very informative. I would request Harshal Muchalla to present his research paper.
Morning, and all present over here. My name is Harshal Muchalla, and today I'm going to speak certain important points on team building. So, why team building is important, and what are the steps that will make sure that we go ahead and create the effective team. So, this is something that we are going to discuss today. And the importance of the team building is very much important in an individual perspective, right? So, what exactly is team building now? So, the basic meaning of team building is to create leaders for the future, right? If we create leaders for the future, then of course, the process what they have learned and the things what they have learned during this particular process of generating a leader, they are going to pass this particular thing to the next individuals as well. So that is the most important thing in team building. It's not only the process of developing an individual, but also it's the process of taking forward the entire team with you so that you can go ahead and achieve your goals. Now, coming to the next point, I will be discussing certain features that why team building is so important. The very first and foremost point is that it gives you a clear overview. Now, why clear overview? Because say, for example, if your goals are not that clear, right, and if, say, for example, you are not that well established to take your team forward for their future endeavors, then, you are not going to go ahead and achieve those goals. So having a clear picture in your mind is very much important in the terms of team building. If you are having a proper picture in your mind, then only you can go ahead and take your team to their future goals, right? The second point is provides direction towards the goals. It is very important that during the team building, you provide each and every individuals with a particular direction. If, say, for example, you are not taking or you are not helping them in their particular direction, then it is going to be very much difficult to go ahead and achieve that future goal because none of the people would be able to understand their key responsibility areas, which is a very important element in making sure that you are going ahead and achieving those results. The third thing is result oriented. Now, being result oriented is very important. Not only just you will assign the task, but also you are going to check the daily progress report of your teammates. At what level are they progressing? Are they progressing or not? If, say, for example, they are not progressing, then what is the drawback that is hindering them to achieve their goal? Right. So being result oriented for an effective leader is very much important in team building. The fourth point is mutual coordination and respect. Say, for example, if you're not having a mutual respect for your team members, then it is very much difficult for an individual to make sure that, the teammates are going ahead and obeying whatever you are saying. So for a leader and even for the teammates, there has to be a two ways of mutual respect and coordination. If you don't have that mutual respect and coordination, it is very much difficult to go ahead and to work in a collaborative manner and to achieve those future goals, right? So now coming to the next point, we will discuss the importance of the team building. The first and foremost important quality is to enhance the leadership quality. Each and every individual has the leadership quality. It's only about how you go ahead and find it. So to enhance the leadership quality is something which is an important aspect, not only in terms of the leader, but also in terms of the teammates. It is the duty of the leader to go ahead and to make sure that, their teammates will develop those qualities during the process. The second point is to understand the strength and weakness of the teammates. If you don't understand the strength and weakness of your teammates, then it is very much difficult for you to go ahead and to assign the key responsibility areas. If you don't understand their strengths and weaknesses, then you won't be able to go ahead and give them tasks according to their efforts, according to their level of expectations. So it is very much important for a leader to understand that where exactly their teammates are having their strength and where exactly they are lacking. Third point is to set the clear goals. If you don't set a clear goal, if you don't set a proper deadline, then the entire task, whatever you go ahead and you achieve, it is not going to get accomplished. To set the goal is a very much basic, important element, and the importance that, will make sure that you are going to achieve those results. The last point is collaborative approach. Each and every teammate with the leader has to be collaborative. If, say, for example, you are not being collaborative, then of course there are tendencies that you are not going to go ahead and achieve your goals. So being collaborative is something which is an important element in team building process. Now, upcoming, the point is that what exactly is the need of team building? Why team building is a basic need for each and every individual? So the first and foremost point in this is to enhance the leadership quality. Each and every person should have that particular leadership quality. If you are not having that leadership quality, then it is going to be very much difficult for the leader as well as for the teammates to go ahead and perform any kind of the task. The second point is to understand the KPI and KRAs of the teammates. KPI stands for key performance indicators and KRA stands for key responsibility areas. These two elements are something which is very important for each and every person, whether it's a leader and whether it's a teammate. So the need for the team building is to understand these two elements and then only go ahead and assign those tasks. The third point is to understand and react in the different situations. It is a very much important point from the perspective of the leader that, he needs to go ahead and understand the need of the teammate. It's not only of assigning the task, but also to understand that what exactly the teammate is requiring. So to understand the quality of the teammate is something which is a very much important and crucial element in the team building performance. The fourth point is build inner confidence. The leader need to make sure that, each and every teammate has an inner confidence. All the peoples are not always same, right? So it is an important task for a leader to go ahead and build that confidence so that, each and every task is being assigned, whatever has been assigned to them is being completed on time and you are achieving that end result. Now we'll go ahead with the types of team building. The very first type is team building for the small teams. That why exactly and what are the preventive steps that, will make sure that we are building an effective team for the small teams. The first point is create strategy and let the teams know about it. It is a duty of the leader to make the strategy according to the need and conditions of the matter, right? So a leader will create a strategy and will take a meeting, right? The meeting can be in terms of anything, they can take it in a group meeting or they can go ahead and approach the individual person according to it. But it is the duty of the leader to go ahead and make the strategy and make sure that they are, conveying this particular message to their teammates. The second thing is to create framework, but be flexible. It is not always important that you create the framework and you are not changing that framework according to the time and need. It is very important to go ahead and create the framework, but be flexible in changing those frameworks according to the needs of the team. The third point and the last point is to encourage the cooperation. If you are not having those cooperation, then it becomes very much difficult for an individual to make sure that, that they are achieving those particular goals and targets. So to understand those particular things and to make sure that, they are having those particular cooperation is something which is an important task. So cooperation in team building is very much important. Now, we will go ahead and we will see that why team building is necessary in the large teams and how we are going to make sure that team building is being an effective portion in the large teams as well. The first and foremost point is to prioritize the task. The very much important thing, because in the large teams there are a lot of many people who are being associated. So to prioritize each and everyone's task, it's something which is an important element into the team building for the large teams. If you don't prioritize the task, then of course there might be a tendency that any one of the teammates will not assign or will not perform the duties according to the needs and requirements of the team. The second point is to be goal oriented and progress reports. Being goal oriented and checking the progress reports of each and every teammate is important. Whether it's a small team or whether it's a large team, it is always important to go ahead and check the progress reports, because each and every small minute things will affect the team in a very large manner, right? So checking progress reports daily, weekly and monthly is going to be very much crucial when you are performing any result oriented actions. The last point is being effective strategic action plans. Now, being effective strategic action plans and creating a strategic action plans is something which is very important in the aspects of team building. If we don't go ahead and we don't see that the action plans are not designed in such a way that you are not achieving that particular goals, then it's of no use. So making the action plans which is quite result oriented will of course make sure that the team is going to win in the long run. Now, at the end, we come to the conclusion. The biggest conclusion that we understand with the team building is that each and every member who is associated with the team is going ahead and giving their expectations. They are having that expectations not only in terms of being result oriented, but also to mold themselves into a better individuals. So it is the responsibility of the leader as well as the responsibilities of the teammates to go ahead and to make sure that they are being quite effective during this particular process. So being effective team leader and being an effective teammate with the collaboration will lead to a very successful team building process. So this were certain key elements. I hope that this presentation would have given a proper framework of establishing the team building. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harshal, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Jagdish Chaudhary to present his research paper.
Hello everyone, my name is Jagdish Chaudhary from Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. So today my topic is effective business leadership. So let's move ahead with the first slide. So before we start my presentation, so I'd like to draw your attention. What is the leader? Who is the leader, and how can we be effective in a business organization? So leader is the person who guides us subordinate to achieve the goals of the organization. Or in order to be a more effective, the leader should know what are the positive or negative things affecting to the team. Something else also. So let's move ahead to the slide. So it is the introduction part of my slide. So effective leadership is about executing the company's vision or defining and improving it in some cases and setting the tone and the culture for the particular organization. So leadership is all about how he communicate or how he do his tasks in order to achieve a goal organization. In order to be more effective, leadership, a good leader should know what it takes to be a more effective or how to be going to achieve the goals of the organization. So let's move ahead with the next slide. So I'm on this slide, I'm continuing with the features of effective business leadership. So what kind of features required to be a more effective or be a good leader? So the first point is transparency. So a good leader should know what is important about the transparency. How transparent going to be more effective to take to be a good leader. So transparency is all about how the leader maintain himself or like to maintain the idea like about how he going to attain or going to achieve the goal organization. He should discuss every topic every steps with their subordinate in order to achieve a organization's goal. So next point is ability to influence others. So a good leader should know how to influence others. For an example, if there is an employee or subordinate who's demotivated in a team, so leader should know how to motivate the subordinate in order to be a more effective, in order to work, in order to achieve the goal organization. So the next point is take a decision on time. The good leader should know when to take a decision and how fast and how when to implement all the factors all which are affecting the business operation. You should know when to start or when to stop or when to. It's all about analyzing is a good part, but move ahead is an important. So next point is value and ethics. Leaders should inspect and to know what the ethics and value of the organization. So let's continue with the next slide. So before start, let's know what is important to what is take how important effective leadership, how the leadership affect the business organization. So my first point is goal oriented. Every leader should know what are the goal of the organization in order to achieve in order to be a more effective attending a task or doing the tasks. So next part is passionate about what they do. A good leadership should be passionate, should know what to do, and should not doubt about whatever the process is taking or whatever the steps is to trying to achieve the goals organization. Uh, the next point is humble and organized. A leader should humble towards their subordinates and to the organization. The humble is a very important factor to be a good or effective leader in order to connect because the humble part and be organized shows the how we are effective or how we are being good leaders. Uh, Help others to grow. Leader is a person who helps others to grow. How, for an example, a cricket team, a leader of the cricket or captain of a cricket team, the captain know what are the good points of their teammates and how they're going to perform well. So that is all I want to say. Let's continue with the next slide. Mm, So, what are the good qualities of the leadership? So, leadership have the quality like lead by an example. So, leadership is a person where every subordinate look up to. So good leaders should know what is function or what is standing in the organization. The next one, communicate effective in order to doing tasks or in order to achieve the organization goal. Good leaders should know how to communicate, how to connect with the people. In order to achieve a task or in order to achieve organization goal, leadership should know, a good leader should know how to connect with the people and how to make clear the what are the topic or what are the goals they are going to achieve. Make hard decisions. So next one is make hard decisions. So leadership, a good leader should know when to take hard decisions. When if it is affecting some team subordinates or whatever, so they should ready to take any decision which is going to affect the whole team. So let's continue with the next slide. So what are the advantages of effective business leaders? So knowledge exceeds. पूरे time हो गया. Our current slide is about advantage of effective business leadership. So our current slide is about advantages of effective business leadership. So the first point is knowledge exchange practice. So if you are a good leader, or if you know, so you have the advantage of knowledge. You can put your knowledge into the practice, or you can give more efficiency to the tasks, or to the you can bring the goal, or you can achieve the goal very effectively or to the point. So next point is job performance. So a good leader have advantages of job performance. He can raise performance with the knowledge. Second point is strategies of the company. A good leader has the advantages of experience the good leader can put the experience into the organization in order to make the good and effective strategy for the company. So next point is performance of the company. If we have a good knowledge and best job performance and strategy, a good strategy for the company, so indirectly going to lay the appraisal and performance of the company. So let's go ahead with the next slide. So before moving ahead, we're going to discuss about the uh, tips for the effective leadership. So what are the tips to be a good leader? So self-awareness is the first point. Self-awareness is all about the leader should know what are his good point and bad point, what are his weakness and strength. And humbleness is the next one. Good leader be a humble with the organization, with the subordinate or with the teammate. In order to be a in order to be a good leader and perform well in the organization. So my next point, cover work with the team and not above them. This is the most and key crucial part of the team. A good leader should work with the team in order to achieve the organization goal. He should not. He should. Uh, he should always work with the team and achieve the object. So now let's continue with the current slide. Tips of the effective leadership. So the first point is about self-awareness. So in order to be a more effective in the organization, in order to be a good leader, so leader should be self-aware. He should know what are his good point, bad point, and what are the strength and the weakness. So now come to the next point is humbleness. If a good leader, in order to be a good leader, the if a person is aware about himself, he can act very humbly. He should humble with the subordinates and the teammate in order to be a more effective, in order to achieve the organization goals. So next point is about work with a team and not about them. It's a very crucial and key factor to be a more good and effective leader. Uh, every leader should know to work with the team and and to cooperate with the others. We should not try to move ahead beyond the teamwork or beyond the subordinates. Because the subordinates are the ones who look upon the leader. So he should work with the team and not above them. And so next point is keep the positive outlook. In order to be a good leader, in order to be a more effective, the leadership, a good leader should keep a very good outlook, or be a very positive. Whatever the situation is going on, whatever he facing, he should keep looking the positive part of the situation. So let's move ahead with the next slide, which is going to be our last slide, conclusion. So conclusion of the presentation is about in order to be a good leader, he must be a fast thinker. Uh, he a good decision maker. A fast implementation. So leadership is all about decision making and to be present minded. Whatever the situation, or whatever the problem he facing, he should know when to stop and what are the decisions we're going to lead the problem in solving. So, uh, so thank you everyone. Uh, I'm going to end my presentation here. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Jagdish, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Vaishnavi to present her research paper.
Hello everyone, I'm Vaishnavi Kandivali. I'm a student of Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College SYBMS. My research mentor is Mrs. Vandana Mathur. Today I will be presenting you my research paper, which is on the topic Impact of COVID-19 on Indian economy and businesses. As we all know, COVID-19 had a huge drastic impact on every single person and their personal life, but most importantly, it also had an impact on the Indian economy and businesses, both big and small business. So let's look into how has COVID-19 affected Indian economy and business. Starting with reverse migration. As we all are aware of the fact, there are so many workers that work away from their hometowns. However, during the tough times of COVID-19, they had to go back to their homes, which has created a reverse migration. The reverse migration created excess pressure on the agriculture and rural economy, and it has drastically shaken up the rural economy. Not only workers from India going back to their own hometowns, which are also in India, but even though NRIs and students studying abroad have also rushed back to their home country, India, which has also created a reverse migration. But how has it affected the economy? Because there were lack of people, lack of workforce, which were present at the right time and the right place, they had to go back to their homes, which has created a lot of poverty for the people that used to work away from their hometown, but now they had to rush back. And not a lot of people are actually aware of the circumstances that they had to go through, which had pushed them into poverty. And not only this, but agriculture economy and rural economy has been drastically affected because of the lack of farmers required at the farm. Number two, all the regulated and non-regulated produce markets have also had to be closed during the lockdown. And there was a shortage of demand of so many products, and life itself had become a luxury at that point. So there was a lack of luxury products in the market, and there was an increase of other sanitary products such as masks and sanitizers. And because of that, but again, as we previously talked about, there was also a shortage of manforce. The companies that were producing sanitary products were also going through a lot of trouble. There was also a lot of poverty because of the lack of demand and a lot of supply demand problems. Point number three, the major impact was on transportation business due to the ongoing lockdown. Not a lot of people were actually able to travel. The people who would previously travel for work were now working from home, which had impacted the transportation business humongously. And with an increase of social distance, people whose job involves delivering on door-to-door step, for example, Amazon delivery boys or Zomato delivery boys, were also heavily affected because of the lack of deliveries, and also because not a lot of people were willing to take the risk. Point number four, many small businesses linked directly or indirectly with transport of goods, raw materials, finished goods got affected, adversely in both urban and rural areas. As already mentioned, there was no transport, there was no proper regulation of the transport industry, and there were not a lot of demand of so many previously used regular day-to-day items. And it has also affected many small businesses. A lot of small businesses went into debts, and they had major losses for their company during the COVID-19 time because of the lack of workforce and also because of the lack of demand. Point number five, one of the most important Indian economy is real estate sector that got highly impacted due to the shortage of demand as well as workforce. There was a good growth in the real estate sector. So the point is very self-speaking. However, the real estate sector does add a lot of its contribution to the Indian economy, but it was very severely affected during the COVID-19 times. However, there is a silver lining to most of the things. For example, even COVID-19 has a silver lining. So we shall be looking into the positive developments in the wake of pandemic outburst. Number one, there was a marked development in the awareness of personal hygiene and cleanliness for all individuals. As we know, India has a humongous population, but a lot of population still till date remains uneducated, which obviously involves every single kind of education, including personal well-being and personal hygiene. So because of COVID-19, a lot of people have started taking personal hygiene more seriously, and they have been still working on it. Point number two, a significant shift towards alternate medicines like Ayurveda, homeopathy, and other sciences have got prominence in controlling the pandemic. India is the home to Ayurveda, but not a lot of people consider it every single time English medicine comes up to the point. However, COVID-19 has changed that, and a lot of people have shifted their awareness towards Ayurveda and homeopathy. Point number 3, people started giving importance to family well-being and cultivating thrift. Personal hygiene, etc. were also observed. As we all know, sometimes when people work a lot, out of the work-life balance, it's hard to give time for the family. But looking at the silver lining, by spending more time with the family, we could say that there has been an improvement in the mental health of a lot of people during the COVID-19 times. Point number 4, government policies emphasized mass production of life-saving vaccines. New set of welfare measures, new banking laws, etc. dawned. Because of it, there has been also an improvement in the Indian economy, contrary to our beliefs, but there has been an improvement in the Indian economy because of the vaccines. So now I shall be showing you a few graphs that I have collected, and these are the results of a Google form survey, and this is primary data, and this talks about how most people believe rural areas of India have been more affected in comparison to the urban areas, which does remain true. Now, to conclude, I shall be telling you that the COVID-19 has actually taken a humongous toll on Indian economy and businesses. However, it also had its share of positive aspects that we can learn from. And it is important that we build an economy and business that favors not only the urban, but also the rural parts of India. And not only does it favor the big companies, but also the small businesses, so that in the future, every single person can be stable and we can build an economy and business that is stable so that the Indian economy still stays strong and that is stable and is reliable for every single person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Pawan Sandela to present his research paper.
My name is Pawan Sandela. I am from SYBMS-B and my roll number is 97. Today I am going to present a study on consumption and fluctuation of Zoom app during and after lockdown. Introduction. Eric Yuan, a former corporate vice president for Cisco WebEx, founded Zoom. With 40 engineers, he left Cisco in April 2011 to launch a new business, first known as SASB Inc. Many individuals believed that video telephony business was already saturated, which was difficult for the company to acquire investment. Keywords: Zoom, participants, quarantine, increase. Main content. Despite the fact that Zoom blamed the worldwide shift to remote work on the epidemic, analysts believe there are prospects for the video conferencing platform to develop. The crisis has passed. When Zoom Video Communication Inc. reported record profitability due to users swarming to its video conferencing software during the coronavirus pandemic, several analysts upped their ratings on the company's shares. Conclusion. It's possible that Zoom Meeting is the most popular web conferencing tool in the world. Zoom announced that the achievement of 300 million daily meeting attendees in April 2020. The program currently records more than 3.3 trillion annual meeting minutes. And additionally, the publicly traded company's market capitalization exceeds $75 billion. Thank you.
Thank you, Pawan, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Shubham Srivastav to present his research paper.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Shubham Srivastav and my topic is Causes and Effects of 2008 Financial Crisis. Abstract. The impact of US financial crisis in 2008 was global. It was felt in manufacturing, trade and cross-border capital flows and transfers. Declining the incomes and changing consumption patterns are jeopardizing the human development gains of 1990s. At the heart of this global crisis is the credit crisis, putting an economic strain on businesses and individuals, resulting in large number of unemployed and reduced income from the other sources. Some countries have learned the lesson from the past financial crisis and are well prepared. With the support of the international financial community, have mitigated the impact of the crisis. Still, current estimates of this impact of the crisis are staggering. Keywords: causes, US real estate bubble consequences, investors' losses, global recession. Introduction. Beginning in the mid of 2007, the US financial market began to experience a worst financial crisis after the Great Depression of the early 1930s. The cascading effect of the numerous occasions and events first caused a national recession in the USA before eventually extending around the world. This term paper will discuss the primary causes and consequences of the 2008 financial crisis in the section that follow. In contrast to other literary issues, there is no agreement on the identification of the guilt in the sense. Different theories are used by the economists to identify the primary causes of the financial crisis. Therefore, the main goal of this essay is to first identify several trigger points and then critically address the topic who is to blame for it. The impact on all the parties engaged well then will be covered the other section, along with how they will affect the US and global economies. The concluding section will circle back to the original questions, recap the ideas presented, and look ahead to the financial industry's future. Causes. Analysis of the main reason leading to the collapse of the financial crisis. The global recession and the economic crisis should look back to the US history. A complex combination of the government policies, financial market structure, and real estate development. US marketers were some of the main reasons for the collapse of the financial sector. Among them, next is analyze that a mixture of the failed regulations and pure money greed is widened as their side. Wall Street bankers and investment firms made such disastrous results possible. Housing bubble. The stock market and housing crash of 2008 had its origin in the unprecedented growth of the subprime mortgages market beginning in 1999. The US government-sponsored mortgages lenders Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac made the home loans accessible to borrowers who had low credit scores and a high risk of defaulting on loans. Consequences. The crisis rapidly spread into global economic shock, resulting in several bank failures. Economies worldwide slowed down during this period since credit tightened and international trade declined. Housing marketers suffered and unemployment soared, resulting in eviction of and foreclosures. Global recession. The Great Recession didn't just affect the United States. All the countries with rapid credit growth and large account deficits were impacted. Global trade nearly collapsed, declining by 15% in 2008 and 2009. Global unemployment rose by 3% between 2007 and 2010. For an astounding 30 million total jobs lost. Accordingly, $7.4 trillion was wiped from the global market. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubham, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Priyanka Upadhyay to present her research paper.
My name is Priyanka Upadhyay. My topic for research is mental health awareness and self-harm. Coming to the introduction of the topic, mental health encompasses emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Mental health awareness is the ongoing effort to reduce the stigma around mental illness and mental health conditions by sharing our personal experiences. Self-harm is intentional behavior that is considered harmful to oneself. The objectives of this research are to understand the meaning of mental health, to understand the level of awareness about mental health, to study the behavior of self-harm, and to understand the intentional and behavioral pattern of self-harm. Mental health is associated with several lifestyle factors such as diet, exercise, stress, emotional connections, and interactions. The desire to self-harm is a common symptom of some personality disorders. Those who engage in self-harm face the contradictory reality of harming themselves while at the same time obtaining relief from this act. Concluding this research, I'd like to say mental health awareness can become both the means and the way of ending this apathy. Increasing awareness of mental illness increases knowledge of mental illness, and with more knowledge, there is less stigma. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would request Aditi Dubey to present her research paper.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditi Dubey and I am from SYBMSA and my research paper topic name is Importance of Public Relation in Organizational Development and my mentor is Sangeeta Gupta, the assistant professor. Executive summary. Executive summary is nothing but my whole research paper short summary in it and I'm going to tell you some uh, main points about my abstract. First is development, second public relation, third consumer, how you talk with your public, what they want, what their desire, what their likes and dislikes. If you know what your public wants, what your audience wants, it's easy for you to manufacture. For example, if I have made a pencil and people want pen, then my pencil is not worth it. Keywords. Keywords are public relation, development, organization, management, and consumer. As consumer is the king of the market. Introduction. Danny Griswold, which states public relation is the management function that access public attitude, means how what they want, what they like, what they dislike, what is their attitude towards your product. Public relation was used first time in 1906 by the private company in USA. That company was for public service. They have started this company because they have done public relation. They have done the survey what people want, what not, what their likes, dislikes. According to that, they have done that public service company. How PR works professionally. PR works as a part of marketing. If your PR is good, then it's easy for you to do marketing. Importance of PR. According to me and according to most of the big brand company, public relation is very important. Uh, our company starts with planning, organizing, developing, and directing, but we have to concentrate on small details like PR. If your public relation is good with your public, your audience, your customer, then you know what brand they want, then it will be easy for you. PR helps in forming excellent communication with clients. If your communication is good with public, then your organization will work good. Shapes how the way how individual prescribes an organization. Helps PR maintaining an online presence. PR maintains an organizational image in online world. Literature review. Literature review are done by three persons: Broom in 2009, David in 2007, and Kotler in 1991. You know, the most common thing in three of them is like marketing is PR is a part of marketing. As I said in my abstract, that if your public relation is good, then it will be affordable marketing, there will be low budget, and you don't have to work so hard if your PR is good. Kotler said the four objectives are creativity, awareness, motivation, and hold down promotion costs. Research methodology. I have done this research and I know I have done only two methods in this, like primary and secondary. I understood the investigation of the data, which is widely divided into two, primary and secondary data. The primary data, secondary data, survey, company website, result, the experiment, second hand count of events, more time consuming, less time consuming. I have a data collected method R2 in my research paper is primary and secondary. Primary consists of organizational information gathered, the sample size of 30 respondents residing in Mumbai. Sorry, I have given 30 people my sample, but only 25 person have responded it. And secondary data consists of data already gathered and present on the web. It means Google. I have copied this from something I have copied from Google. So I have searched some. I have given a sample to the people and date I have analyzed. I have made the sample of 30. As I said, 27 people has responded, and this are the response of people. You can say properly. As you can see, the pie diagram is pretty good. People know about it. I can't say that according to 27 people, it's pretty good. But as I seen, most of the people have done like yes and wrong, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. They have not concentrated to my question, what I have written to it. According to me, most of the people know what is public relation. They don't give such focus what the public relation is. And I think, and my conclusion is, public relation is most important in our organization, in our firm, in our business, not only in business, but also in small business and your at family also. Public relation is most important. Organization should realize importance of public relation because it holds the potential to return the organization into a household name. PR maintain a right way. They know how to talk with people, how to communicate with them, how to influence to them. Accordingly, they will have attract. They will attract our product. What they will know about our product. They will know how our organization works. Then only the investors will invest in our company. The rise of intern media. PR gives a public relation executive various ways to teach the largest audience in non-traditional surrounding. So this were my reference. I have made this I have made through this and some samples. Thank you, everyone. If there, thank you. If there is any mistake, I'm sorry for it. And any question, please give feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would request Janvi Singh to present her research paper.
Hello everyone, my name is Janvi Singh. I am from Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College from SYBMS-B, and here my topic is on impact of foreign direct investment on Indian economy. Firstly, foreign direct investment means is an ownership stake in a foreign company or a project made by an investor, company, or a government of any other country. It occurs when a firm invests directly in facilities to produce or make a product in foreign country. FDI implies that the investor exerts a significant degree of influence on the management of the enterprise resident in the other economy. Foreign portfolio investment. FDI involves investment in foreign financial assets like stocks, bonds, commodities, etc. It provide to in, it provides investor with an opportunity to diversify their portfolios and better manage the associated risk. Classification by nature of business activity. Horizontal FDI investment in the same operation or industry. Vertical FDI investment in the upstream or stream, backward vertical FDI, forward vertical FDI. Boost in economic growth. FDI can foster and maintain economic growth in both the receipt country and other country making the investment. For smaller and developing country, FDI funds can be a substantial part of overall GDP. Future outlook. Despite pandemic related uncertainties, India remains favorable destination for foreign investment in 2021. Around 44% of 1,200 global business heads in developed economies were planning to make first time or additional investment in India. FDI will play a significant role in the Indian future's economic development. Not only in it is in important on non-debt resource, but it is also a channel for the transfer of technology from a top investor. This will raise the country competitive advantage across.
Thank you, Janvi, for your knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would request Astha Singh to present her research paper.
Hello everyone, my name is Astha Singh and I am a student of Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. I am a second year student of Division A and my roll number is 26. And today I'll be presenting on my research paper on the topic to study strategic management and planning in Amazon. Also, I would like to say and thank my mentor Fiza ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for helping me out with this research paper. Okay, so first of all, let us know what is Amazon. Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos in 1994 year. Amazon's mission is to be Earth's most customer-centric company. So, as our topic is strategic management, and planning in Amazon. So first of all, let us know what is the meaning of strategic management. Strategic management is the ongoing planning, monitoring, analyzing, assessment of all necessities an organization needs to meet its governing objectives. Changes in business environments will require organizations constantly assess their strategies for success. So, what is that thing that has taken Amazon so far and builded their builded their and builded Amazon company in everyone's mind? What is their planning strategy? So let us know what is their planning strategy. Amazon's business strategy is based on one primary goal to meet the customer needs and want with a superior experience. So Amazon becomes part of every single purchase made. So now moving on, let us know what makes Amazon's strategy today so successful. It is quite a complicated task for sellers to maintain high level customer satisfaction and loyalty. But Amazon does a great job of this by offering Amazon Prime membership to customers. This is what makes Amazon successful in terms of customer loyalty. Obviously, in today's generation, people are mostly attracted towards series, towards towards the OTT platforms. This is what Amazon gives them, and this becomes a chance for Amazon to get customers attract towards them. At last, I would like to thank you for listening me so patiently. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Astha, for your knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Bhumika Podar to present her research paper.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bhumika Poddar, and my topic is the product line of Nykaa. So, who created Nykaa? Nykaa was founded by Falguni Nair in 2002. The name Nykaa means one in the spotlight. Your beauty is our passion. It's the slogan. Falguni Nair always wanted to stand for the women who want to be beautiful for themselves, not for the men's or other women. Introduction. The most popular online store for beauty products in India is called Nykaa, an e-commerce firm based in India. Nykaa has operates 650 plus brands over 1,000 cities around India, from which 25 are luxury brands like MAC, Bobby Brown, NYX, etc. Additionally, Nykaa offers 33 physical locations that falls under the category of Nykaa's on trend and Nykaa's luxury. It is the only major multi-brand related to beauty goods in India, selling cost of 50 lakh items from a variety of domestic and foreign brands. Nykaa effectively tapped into the market. It has made use of portrait value chains frameworks, a strategy for accumulating competitive advantages through changes in the market price. The two categories of analyzing the presence here are primary value chain and supporting value chain. Primary value chain, the core value chain typically consists of 5 segments, includes operation. This deals with transforming raw resources into complete commodities or complete goods, and also collect the data from the customers or the consumers. Marketing and selling, to provide a sale channel via which Nykaa Nykaa goes forward, or for the good deeds of Nykaa. This category may include actions like channel section, price planning, advertising, campaign, etc. Service. This is related to after sale task, includes tracking post sales data and keeping it for the business further growth. Inbound logistic handles the storage and material handling, and outbound logistic is distributing to the finished goods to the ultimate consumer or customers. Supporting value chain. The supporting value chain, which is used to support the company's core chain, is further divided into 4 parts. Infrastructure of the company. This includes general management, qualities management, financial and accounting, planning, and legal service. Activities related to procurement. Activities are used to assure inputs from the firm, such as raw materials, labor, supplies, necessary machineries, etc. This is also employed to assess the ongoing performance of the business. Technological development. This includes tasks including field testing, technology section, campaigns, and feature designing and processing engineers. HMR, recruitment, selection, and employment of personnel, as well as training and developing, are all covered under human resources management, HRM. This is a business supporting activities that has determined effectively on the company's competitive edge. Strategies focus primary information. An online questionnaire was an online questionnaires are used to obtain primary data from a group of response who were thoughts to have the needs of information, like we can create a Google form or distribute a pamphlet that an individual can fill, and we can get in primary information about the products, like what they need and what are positive and negative points. Secondary information. For secondary data, gather many publishment papers on consumers purchasing behavior and the firm Nika were restored to. We can publish for secondary information. We can publish our brands on newspapers, television, social medias, from where we can get to know how many people are agreed to our product, how many people are willing to buy our product. Designs of a simple to acquire data was thoroughly examined and reviewed to get relevant results. Statistic methods were used to interpret the data. Statistic interference is we can give a small they give us a small sample to try and get a good or bad response from the customer or consumer. So behalf of that, like if we'll get the knowledge that what a customer needs, from that we can design from that we can design our goods very perfectly. What is Nika's strength? As everyone knows, strength is an important component in SWOT analysis. Nika has various features. I'm sorry. Nika has various features that have helped them become one of the India's leading e-commerce enterprises in the beauty and willing market. Nika is continuously bringing innovations to its product range and offers to attract customers' attention and match the dynamic business climate. Nika is continuously it's one of its strengths is it's like continuously bringing innovation, continuously launching products for getting an attraction of for getting an attention of a consumer, and it can also match the dynamic business climate, that it can always be on the top, like as it can always be on the top of a business. And Nika has a strong social media interaction, so through that people more get affected, because as in general uh, we we as a generation use social media a lot. So from that Nika catches our attention, or any brand catches our attention for their further use or for the purchase. Nika has also kept free contests like a Nika Beauty Feminine Award, brand endorsement, publications, etc. So let's now see the Nika's weakness. Nika company, every company has both positive and negative aspects. Despite being one of the current industrial leaders in the beauty products, e-commerce enterprises in India, Nika developed might be harmed by selling floors. Poor trash management, environmentalistic have have chased Nika for its poor waste management and further and failure to integrate substance into the commercial operations. R&D, research and development. A company performs many suffering as a result of lack of local interaction market express if it is spends too little on research and development as every brand has its own image. So Nika suffers, or as a result the Nika is lack locally interactional market. Delivery fee. It provides free fee delivering on orders rupees 700, which eliminates some of the potential purchases. Like not many brands, but Nika is one of the brand which uh, which gives delivery fee, which asks for delivery payment on a certain amount, also like on as I mentioned, ordered over 700 rupees also it asks for delivery fee. Consumer service, Nika has not been able to educate, handle customers, handles customers problem. Nika is not very frequently handling their customers problem. Decision making process at Nika's decision making takes too long, results in significant delay in bringing new items to the market. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhumika, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Shweta to present her research paper.
Hi, myself Shweta and my mentor's name is Vandana Mathur ma'am. And today I'm going to be presenting the topic excessive work can affect business and employees' life. So let's just get started with it. Introduction. Many people still worry that they won't be able to meet their employers' needs all the time despite the digital revolution. They neglect their work to complete their tasks due to the personal reasons and increased participation in personal lives, which is why they compelled or driven to quit their work or employment. They get more anxious and depressed as the result of pressure. So a lot of company pressurize their employers to do like this much of work in a day. So they might get pressurized because of that. Like if the work may not be done, we gonna not get the proper salary and the incentives or whatsoever. So they get pressurized because of these things as well as the family problems and so on. But the main reason behind the depression and the anxiousness is the workload. So yeah, the drive toward education is one of the most important for the growth of human resources. Education improves a variety of development processes, including intellectual, social, and personal. Higher education and system of education includes management, engineering, medicine, technology, science, and other subjects. These fields play a significant role in the dimension of knowledge, information, values, and skills among the people. It is essential for boosting the country's development and output. Human resources can be contribute to the growth of community and the nation when they have the knowledge, awareness, and skills to do. As a result, the generation of knowledge, awareness, and development of skills is utmost important. Like if you gonna do some work in certain field, you should at least have the basic knowledge of it. Without the basic knowledge, it would be harder for you, and you should definitely have an experience in that field. So it will make your work more easier and it will be more familiar to you. So let's just check the next slide. The advantages of the employee's life. The qualified candidates who are eligible for the most of rewards are typically those that operate under specified limits fulfill deadlines, or finish the task with the full focus or dedication. However, there are still a lot of workers who wish to work these businesses for these businesses. Additionally, you can find the workers that are like they are dissatisfied with their pay. Like if an employer is working hard and the salary is not according to the work he is doing, so obviously he or she will not be satisfied with the salary. So yeah, you probably never heard of extra benefits and privileges their organization give. If you are wondering how this is feasible, it can be health insurance, overtime, paid time, etc. So they might get the insurance as the perks or incentives. Overtime paid, like if you work overtime, you're gonna get overpaid. Obviously, like, yep. And in addition, benefits each of the company are also different. Like different companies give different perks and incentives. Like, yeah. So yeah, let's just move to the next slide, that is disadvantages of employees' life. While business owners have the potential to dramatically raise their income over time, employee income is constrained for a variety of reasons. The fundamental justification for this is that since an employer does not own the company, it is only normal for the company's owners to make more money. Then in order to pay you, provide the other perks and the other employees. This means that an employee earnings are constrained to the agreed upon pay hourly rate covered in their employment contract. Like they need to sign the contract for like if I'm gonna work this much for this time, then I should get paid this much. So yeah, they should make this contract not subject to the material growth absent a raise or overtime. Even if someone obtains more incentives or bonuses, they will never be unlimited and will only rise a job change or income. Disadvantages is you gonna get the incentives and you're gonna get paid, but you are on the still same level. So this is a very bad disadvantage in employees' life. Like there's no promotion and promotion wala thing in this. So yeah, let's just move to the conclusion. Every person needs an education to improve his or her living circumstances. Like education is the utmost important thing in our life. Without education, we can't achieve anything. Like education is very much basic. So yeah, a solid education will help you to find employment, increase in their awareness of variety topics. Yeah. And the following recommendations have been made in order to improve the educational system in the nation toward a learning society, a healthy society, like, yeah, connection between the industry and academia, incentives for education and researchers, innovative practices, resource mobilization, advancement of the information age, student-centered education and dynamic methods, public-private partnership, provision of need-based, job-oriented courses, international cooperation towards a new version. Yeah. There has been an expansion in the Indian education system. The value of education is being recognized by the people from all the walks of life, and as the result, enrollment in education, like the enrollment in education is way more important, and by education you can get recognized by the people all over India and so on. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Shweta, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now I would like to call Anjali Raj to present her research paper.
Hi, my name is Anjali Raj and I'm studying in second year of BMS Division A. My roll number is 1. Today I'm talking about the topic of sustainability of shipping business in India. So my next slide is shipping business. The term shipping refers to the transportation of goods, cargo. Initially, shipping is only refers to delivery of cargo by sea. However, today it's also include deliveries by airs and lands too. To shipping means to deliver. Why shipping is important and sustainable? in India. From ancient era, India has always been hub of export and import due to various reasons. The first and the most important one is India Peninsula. International firm wants to invest in India shipping business, the manpower of India. Importance fact, India has 12 major and 205 notified minor and intermediate ports. India's key ports and capacity of 1,534.91 million tons per annual in FY21. All key ports in India handle 672.660 million tons of cargo traffic. How to improve shipping business? First, effective communication with your warehouse. Incorporate digital solution in your business. Offer cost-effective shipment to the customer. Select the right packaging. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Shonish Kumar to present his research paper.
Hi, I'm Sonish Kumar, roll number 55, and I'm doing Bachelor's of Management Studies from Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. My research paper topic is the impact of climate change on international business strategies. Introduction. Due to the increasing threat of climate change, companies have moved on from their sole objective of profit maximization to a newer and modern CSR, corporate social responsibility approach towards growth and development. Companies have started implementing policies to combat the negative impact of climate change. This has had both negative and positive impacts on their organization. Significance and importance of corporate social responsibility. Companies have started to concentrate on social concerns that align with their strategic objectives. Climate change is a special issue since both its cause and its potential impacts are global in scope. CSR or corporate social responsibility is the obligation of businesses, both big and small, to address the most pressing problem confronting humanity and aim for sustainable development for people at present without putting the future generation at risk. Research background. In this research paper, a survey was conducted of 50 participants from 4 different MNCs asking about the new CSR policies implemented by their organization. They were asked about their experience and opinions to the new decisions and how the firm carried out the entire process. The aim of the survey was to figure out how CSR policies affected the core of the organization, its employees. The survey consisted of 8 questions and were answerable in yes, no, or maybe form. The survey was shared through LinkedIn to reach the target audience. Successful CSR examples include Johnson & Johnson, which implemented a climate-friendly energy policy. It aspired to be an environmental leader in the fields of preventing climate change and forming alliances with businesses to try and enhance GHG emission management. Improvements in energy efficiency across all operations, cogeneration or inside electricity generation and waste heat recovery for an overall efficiency of 80% or more, and renewable energy that emits no carbon dioxide were all part of Johnson & Johnson's corporate strategy.
Thank you, Sonish, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Aditya Gupta to present his research paper.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aditya Gupta. I'm a SY-BMS. My topic is to study impact of Russia-Ukraine refugees. My introduction, signaling Russia begins its war and aggressing in February 2022. Almost 5 million Ukrainian refugees have to flee to EU and other OECD countries. Poland, Germany and Czech Republic have received 2 largest number of migration. Objective of the study. First, investigation of causes of the Rus and Ukraine war. Second, to examine in the impact of a Rus-Ukraine war influence refusing to other European countries. Third, refugees from the Rus-Ukraine war explore the challenges they face in the fighting and protecting their lives. Research question. These following questions have been designed for the study. First one, What are the causes of Rus-Ukraine war? Second one, what is the effect of the Rus-Ukraine war and influence refugees to other European countries? Last one, what challenges will be refugees from the Ukraine war face to fight asylum and protect their lives? Scope of the study. The study examines the causes of a Rus-Ukraine war. The study will be also examination impact of the Rus-Ukraine war in influence refugees to other European countries. Finally, the study will be explore the challenges that refugees from Ukraine war will be faced there to fight asylum and protect their life. Conclusion. A month and a half after the night of February 24, when Ukraine was the invaded by Russia, force and nation, surprised its adversaries as well as all the democratic world, with its strong resident and will to defend in freedom and independent. Thank you to peaceful watching my video.
Thank you, Aditya, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Ayush Singh to present his research paper.
Hello everyone, this is Ayush Singh and my research topic is impacts of COVID-19 on retail industry and e-shopping. So what is retail industry? Retail is a sales of goods and services to consumers in contrast to wholesaling, which is sale to business or institution customers. The retail industry consists of all companies that sells goods and services to consumers. So what is e-shopping? The process of selling and buying products over the internet platform is known as online shopping or e-shop. Statement of problems. So these are the problems which I've showed in my research topic. So these are the results. I have done online or through Google Forms and also through physical survey by friends and relatives and everyone. E-commerce is gaining popularity by day. However, there is still discussion among the public concerning its benefits and drawbacks. To acquire a clear picture, a poll was performed among students, business owners, physicians, and attorneys, among others. Everyone took part, eager to share their thoughts. So, this is the conclusion of my research topic, and these are all the references. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayush, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Abhishek Yadav to present his research paper.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhishek Yadav, and I am from SYBMS. My roll number is 142, and I am going to present conceptual skills for entrepreneurship development. So, before we are going to discuss about conceptual skill for entrepreneurship development, let us know what is an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a person who develops a new idea and take risk for setting up business venture for the sake of profit. Now, what are the skills required for entrepreneurship development? First, time management. Time is important factor to form decision. The success of an entrepreneur depends upon how they utilize their time in evaluating their task per relevance and importance. Now, second factor, opportunity recognition. The seed of each successful business could be a great idea. They need to recognize the opportunities on time that are unique and offers a competitive advantage. Third, business planning. Successful business involves proper utilization of managerial skills and formulation of an effective business plan. The planning required for the start of business till the entrepreneur achieve the goal. The most important skill required for an entrepreneur, communication skill. Strong communication skills fall into the broader category of conceptual skills because effective communication involves responding to another person's informational needs and emotion needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Deepak Gupta to present his research paper.
Good morning to one of my presenters. My name is Deepak Gupta. I am from class SY-BMS-A and my topic is investment avenues in India and my mentor is Sangeeta ma'am. Introduction. An investment in economic terms is the purchase of goods that will not be consumed today but will be used to get something in future with. One of the most important reasons to invest wisely is to cover the cost of inflation. Inflation is defined as the rate at which the cost of living rises. Objectives: to determine the cost and benefits of investment, to evaluate the investment risk return profile, to study the investment characteristics of investors. Main content: investing money is a good way to start managing your spending habits and planning their future expenses. Most people understand the importance of putting money aside for future events and circumstances. Some of the topics covered in this research paper are original capital security, wealth amazing, tax benefits, life insurance, earnings. Research methodology: investing money is important and picking where to invest requires careful consideration. Gender-wise classification, age-wise classification, classification of respondent on basis of occupation, classification of respondent on basis of annual income, classification of respondent on basis of education level, classification of respondent on the basis of influence on investment decision, count on how regularly they make investment decision, what is the objective of your investment, which of the following have you invested in, please mention the list of industries and sector you had invested in. Conclusion: investing is a process of putting money into something with the hope of profit. Investment that may have not been carefully evaluated may be extremely dangerous for investment owner since the prospect of losing money is beyond the owner's control. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Riya Singh to present her research paper.
Hello everyone, my name is Riya Singh from Thakur and Tilak College, SY-BMS-B division. Today I am here to present my research work on demonetization, the cash shortage and black money. Introduction. The most widely used currency in the denomination of ₹500,000 will be regarded as illegal cash after midnight, according to an announcement made by Mr. Narendra Modi, the country's Prime Minister. The government announced that outdated currency notes will be accepted for emergency services like hospital, gas station, and train reservation, along with a deadline for cash deposit at bank December 31st, 2016. Objective: to assess the immediate effects of demonetization on the Indian economy, to assess the effects of demonetization on Indian economy and on various economic sectors, both positively and negatively. Main content: black money is known to be produced by highly denomination notes. It was stated that the action was taken to stop border smuggling, drug trafficking, and corruption. Major benefits of demonetization. Demonetization will bring a significant portion of the economy into mainstream because people will deposit their own currency in bank, which will increase the flow of money into the market. Benefit of new entrepreneurs: as a result of demonetization, only a small number of people are able to invest in a new businesses. Indirect benefits of demonetization: Kashmir resumes regular state, election process transparency. Limitation of demonetization: production of small industries has drastically decreased, reduces sales and the turnover rate. Due to lack of currency, nearly all industries have been negatively affected by demonetization. Research methodology. The research method utilized in this study is a questionnaire technique to acquire a general picture of what individuals know and think about black money and demonetization in the Indian economy. The questions were asked: how does black money affect Indian economy? Does demonetization reduce black money? What can cause increase in black money? What is the percentage of black money in India? What is the main reason of demonetization? How many times money was demonetized in India? On 20th October 2016, the total banknotes in circulation in India was rupees. Does black money cause inflation? Which country started demonetization? What was the total amount of black money was found during demonetization? Conclusion. Demonetization appears to be a bitter pill and historical data shows that its effectiveness depends critically on the crisis that results from it is handled. Demonetization will aid in reducing illicit financial transaction, corruption and terrorism, increasing the number of taxpayers and employment and boosting the economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ria, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Ritika Rawat to present her research paper.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ritika Rawat. Today I am going to present a research paper on a study of importance of leadership quality in business organization. Abstract. Keywords: communication, risk taker, relationship management, quick decision making, a good listener. A leader should have qualities such as communication. He should know how to interact or communicate with others. He must be risk taker. A leader must know how to manage relationship in the organization. She should be a good listener. Introduction. We can describe leadership as act of guiding a team or individual to achieve a certain goal through direction or motivation. Some important questions: why leadership is important in the business organization? In a business organization, a leadership is very important to show the direction, to show the business right direction and help to achieve or complete its goal. Second, what are business leadership quality? A business leader should have ability of strong communication, verbal and written communication skills, and building relationship with people you are leading. Next, findings. The source of data used in this project report are both primary and secondary data. Primary data. Original information was acquired from a sample of 32 respondents who called in from Mumbai, India to create primary data. Secondary data. Secondary data consists of information that already exists and was collected. Next. Conclusion. However, we might draw the conclusion that leaders should have capacity to plan the project properly and motivate a team or individual to achieve a common objective. Leadership required unfolding moral principle and forgiving comfort in favor of goals and objective which motivate people to innovate and grow. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ritika, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Sonu Pal to present his research paper.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sonu Pal, and I am here to speak about direct marketing and the best form of marketing. So, first, we will see what is direct marketing. Direct marketing is a form of communications and offer where organization communicates directly to the pre-select customers and supply a method for a direct response. It is also known as direct response marketing. So basically, the business of selling product or services directly to the public by mail order, telephone selling rather than retailers. So this is direct marketing. Further, we will see features of direct marketing. The first point is telemarketing. Telemarketing is a process of selling product or services over the telephone. Businesses sometimes refers to it as inside sales or telesales. Those calls at dinner time from politicians or companies ensuring you to switch for cable TV to dish TV. That's telemarketing. Next, television marketing. A television advertisement is a programming producing and paid for by an organization it convey a message or promote some marketing, a product or services. Next, direct mail. Direct mail is a form of marketing that involves sending physical piece of promotional material through the United States Postal Service or other courier service to a home or business. Next, online shopping. Online shopping is a form of electronic commerce which allow consumers to directly buy goods and services from a seller over the internet using a web browser or a mobile app. These are the features of direct marketing. Next, we will see the importance of direct marketing. First, valuing customer. Valuing customer relationship involves an understand of the business a whole. Next, direct interaction between brand and customers. Direct interaction means that the agent and not the platform have control over the key terms associated with the interaction. It means there is no third party involved in this. Next, direct call to action. A call to action is a marketing terms to refers the next step or the actions that the marketer want the consumer to take. The call actions can be as direct such as button that says buy now or other shows read more. These are the way of direct call to action. Next, reduce marketing cost. Through direct marketing, the cost of advertisement and marketing in any platform, it reduces the cost of advertising with the help of direct marketing. Then next, we will see the types of direct marketing. There are many ways of marketing like text messages, email, phones, calls, online, flyers, door-to-door marketing. It all includes in direct marketing only. These are the types of direct marketing. So, last, we will see conclusion. Direct marketing is a marketing strategy that is based on direct communication with consumers without any intermediate. It can be performed emails, calls, printed materials, social media, web resource, etc. Compared to mass media, it segments the market into group and target them accordingly. It's cost effective, most personalized and action oriented. Direct marketing's goal is to make a potential customer perform a sell related action. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonu, for a knowledgeable research paper. Now, I would like to call Ruhi Shukla to present her research paper.
Hello, this is Ruchi Shukla, and my topic is a study on successful marketing approaches that help break through strong market monopolies. Abstract. There are some businesses in the market whose goods predominate in a certain area of the economy. This is not because there are no other companies manufacturing the kind of items they are generating. This presentation will examine marketing strategies that overcome rigid market monopolies. Introduction. Monopoly is a scenario where a company may control the cost of goods and services by erecting obstacles to entrance for rival businesses in order to reduce competition. Adding pointers will help an entrepreneur create a monopoly in the markets. Let's review the steps to overcome monopoly in the consecutive slides. methodology, and effective distributor network. There needs to be a robust distribution channel with your company partners in order to have competitive edge. Establish a strong brand identity. Make sure your brand name communicates who are you and what stand for you. Exclusive technology. No one should be able to imitate or reproduce your product, it should be said. Advertisement. It has well enable information about your firm get out to people when required. Effects on the price. When you make your items, you occasionally need to lower the price of them in order to generate demand. Protection of intellectual property. If the formula is patent, making it impossible for anyone else to use it. The benefits of scale. Selling the goods in a big quantities at a smaller profit margin is another tactic an entrepreneur may use to establish a monopoly. High capital expenditure. By investing in innovative technologies, you can raise the bar for entry as Reliance did with its geo marketing campaign. Conclusion. In a large country like India, building a distribution network is difficult due to inadequate transportation infrastructure, diverse, non uniform demand across geographies and homes from various socio-economic strata. The fact that mom and pop stores still make up 90-95% of the points of sale in the majority of categories across the majority of industries means that India has one of the highest numbers of retail touch points. The straightforward solution to this problem is by rewarding stockists, wholesalers, and other third parties for carrying out the hub and spoke distribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchi, for a knowledgeable research paper. So this is the end of the technical session 1. Now I would like to request the audience to click on the YouTube link for the second technical session. The YouTube link for the second technical session is active now.